So what I have here today is the Washington Quarters, District of Columbia, and U.S. Territories collection. It says Volume 3, 2009. This is the year that this quarter set came out, and roughly 6 quarters they released, I think, every couple of months. They would alternate throughout the whole year. The U.S. has been releasing quarters with different reverses on them for the past, I think, over 20 years. 1999 when they started the whole state set, and then just about every year they've been changing it. And I have the whole 50 state set, and took I think it took about 10 years to actually get every quarter because they release a few a year. I think it was 5 for the state set. Anyways, back to this one, 2009 book. It's by H.G. Harris and Co. Serving collectors since 1916. And if you want to know how to buy the book, there's your ISBN, a little more information. You can look this up on Amazon. That's where I purchased this book. Cost about $5, and got free shipping with the Prime. And it says this book was copyrighted in 2020, made in China. Now, you can get these books at pretty much any coin shop, and they're relatively cheap. I think they're sometimes referred to as folders. So this book has a spot for each mint. We have the Philadelphia and then the Denver mint. So we're going to start off with the first quarter released, and they are organized from the first release. So we have the 2009. These quarters are really not going to be different at all. There could be, maybe some tiny things depending on how well they were struck. These were uncirculated quarters, I believe. I got it on eBay. They said it was uncirculated. I don't know if I should trust them, but it looked pretty shiny. It came in a tube, one of these things, and it kind of smelled faintly like smoke. That may affect the quarters. Sometimes it leaves like a residue. Here we go. The book tells you how many coins were minted. If there's too many coins, chances are they're not going to be as valuable. As you can see, this mint, the Philadelphia mint, 53 million, and Denver mint for that quarter, for the Puerto Rico one, is 86 million. There you go. I'm not sure if 2020 is going to have some low mintages of coins because of the virus shut down the mint for a bit. And that's what I heard. I'm trying to zoom in. So we got Guam. I don't know if you can see that. I might eventually get a special microscope so that I can show these on camera a little better. I could talk a little more about them. There you go. We got American Samoa. I think that was every quarter. Only 6 quarters, and that was like $10.95. But there's a lot of space in this book, so you can put pretty much whatever you want. So this is the original quarter from like over 20 years ago. They had that eagle on it, and I'm gonna show you my other quarters. So when I first got this book, I only had a few of the quarters because I didn't really know a whole lot about these quarters at the time. So I only had like a few. So this is the obverse, or the front, or the heads, whatever you want to call it, of the quarter. This is modern. This is pretty much what all your quarters are going to look like nowadays. Maybe some differences. I think on the front it has like, I don't think they put a year on them. Yeah, you got your, basic George Washington quarter. Here you go. And let's see, where's the mint mark on it? Okay, I'll show you the mint mark. D right there. And it'll be the same spot on all these quarters. D and P. And let's see if I can pop out one of the older quarters I have in here. And this is what an older quarter from like pre-1999. As you can see the differences. This one's actually 1967. And I think it has a lot of wear to it. You can see, you don't really see the hair follicles on there. And there's a few added stuff on here. It may have actually changed over time, but here's, more close up of this quarter. Here you go. All that information and stuff. Put that back. But anyways, this folder, you can put a lot of quarters in. I think roughly 60. So what I have in this collection is I have the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter. Here's the Obverse on it. It has 2 years, 1776-1976. And then here's the reverse on that. It's the Drummer Boy Quarter. I get these back and change quite often. Probably not as often as I hoped, because I wasn't able to fill up the book with this, but there's like a few spots. And I kind of like putting those quarters in there. It's probably one of my favorite coins to collect is the Bicentennial Quarter. You can see the folder. It's not bad for $5. I mean, there's probably a couple other folders you can get. Pretty much filled it with nothing but these quarters. Yeah, I don't know if I have all the mints that release these quarters, but they're probably one of my favorite coins. My second favorite coins to collect would probably be the wheat cent penny. May show those eventually. Well, I did show them in a previous video. The Washington quarter's been around since 1932. It's been a few other quarters. I don't think I have any old quarters. May eventually show something like that when I get one. Anyways, that's pretty much about it with this. The seller did pack the quarters pretty good. They put it in one of these things, coin tubes, which if you want one of these are like $1. At any coin shop, you can get them for $1 maybe, new. And then I've noticed a lot of them sell them used for $0.25. I don't know if it really makes a difference on if you buy them used or not. If it does, leave them in the comments. Sometimes it could be like some bad stuff in these, and if you don't know, how it's made, it could actually damage your quarters. I would assume some of these ones you buy from the coin shops would be kind of acid free and won't affect the coinage, but you never know. Yeah. So it's pretty much about it that I can think of saying on this. If you want these quarters, probably the best place you can get it is eBay. I mean, trying to find it might be pretty hard. You could probably go to a coin shop or antique shop, whatever sells coins, to get them. I don't think there's anything else. You can like, share, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.